It is Saturday, March 14th, and we have fantastic slates all around in the NBA, in college baseball, in college basketball, in the World Baseball Classic, and UFC Fight Night. In this video, you are going to get the 4 best NBA player props for Saturday, and on top of all of that, we are going to build out another 4-man in the World Baseball Classic, but we're not done there because then we're going to go over to the sports books and I'm going to give you my favorite play on the entire day. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and as always, gang, get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get started with anything, yes, go ahead and smash the like button. Yes, with 100 likes, I'll give away all the profits. We did not hit Friday's free play, unfortunately. That's absolutely insane because look at what we did in premium. But Friday's free play didn't hit, but I will be giving out a free week to one of you that commented below. So if and when this one hits on Saturday, you will be able to get all the profits. I'll put $100 of my own money on that play, and one of you will walk away with at least $100 just from smashing the like button and commenting below. I do this every day, so go ahead and subscribe. Now that we got that part out of the way, where I have to beg you for likes and subscriptions. Oh, and go on ahead and hype it. We got to talk about Friday, boys and girls, because it was absolutely cinematic. We had one of the biggest Fridays in the entire planet. It was absolutely beautiful. Did we win every single play? No. We had some dogs that I liked in the college baseball that didn't come through for us. We had some overs and unders that didn't come through for us, but we hit our big plays. First and foremost, I want to congratulate everybody that took advantage of the free week pass that I gave out in yesterday's video. Everybody that took advantage of all of the premium passes that I've discounted as of late as well. If you're interested in any of that, Winible is down below. It's my buddy Stan has everything that you need. He's even got ways for you to lock in these plays in for free. We'll talk about that later, but we got to talk about Friday. I'm just so excited. We made so much profits. It's actually insane what we were able to do. The books, once again, made a mistake, and Georgia Tech. Well, this is the grand overlay. Let's dig into every single slip. We have to. If you don't like it, fast forward, but we have to talk about it. First of all, I put together a 6-team parlay with 6 of my favorites on the slate for Friday, and every single one of them cashed. Yes, UC Santa Barbara, it was still open. They did finally publish the winning ticket, but it was still open when I screenshotted it, and they did win the game. Florida made us sweat. They were my favorite play on the whole entire day with that pitching staff. They just didn't have their bats until the 10th inning. They finally got a hit there. We're getting no hit all game. I was throwing things at the TV, thought that all of my analysis was wrong, which admittedly so, it kind of was because I did not expect a 1-0 victory in the 10th inning. But either way, we snuck out with a win there. It was absolutely sweaty, gripping on the edge of your seats, but we cashed it. UC Santa Barbara, they finished late night. They won. Auburn, even with that weather delay that came right after a 2-run home run, they cashed us out. Georgia Tech, they are absolutely free. The fact that the books gave them -130 is insane. UCF, -105. We love them. They came through for us. Another sweaty one. There was a lot of sweaty games to start off conference play, and we were on the right side of a ton of them. So we turned $750 into $10,835. That is insane, and that is what we do during conference play in college baseball because we had Arkansas as well. Now, this one I gave out the premium a little bit early as just a 1-unit play. But then I get, once again, just like yesterday's with Georgia Tech, where the Twitter heroes were all over Clemson, they did it again for us. Mississippi State. Arkansas was actually -105, I believe. You'll see that slip later on in this one. But then they closed at +120. Why? Because there's guys on Twitter that people follow that don't get it right, but they have the ability to move the lines because they have so many followers. In college baseball is such a small sport for gambling. A lot of people don't do it, but we do it, and we do it extremely well, and I'm very proud of that. We had Arkansas that came through for us in the final minutes of that game. We absolutely loved it. We got them for +120. We cashed this +1344 parlay to cap off our Friday, it was absolute cinema.
I got so excited about all of the plays that I have to interrupt because I forgot to go ahead and drop the disclaimer in here so YouTube hopefully doesn't come after us on the back end. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you can lose some or all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. I'm going to show them to you, or I already showed them to you. You get free money. I get a little bit of money because I do receive a commission for signups made through all of those affiliates. And on top of all of that, you get that free 30 days of premium plays. Why do I have to say this? Because YouTube keeps giving me strikes. If I get one more strike, I lose the channel. So that is why I have to read that. So hopefully they leave us alone. Now let's get back to the plays. Let's keep on cooking and let's have a day.
We couldn't have been happier. Then we had Georgia Tech there. Like I said, I love them. I think they're the best team in the country. I think that the rankings are wrong. Texas, I don't know if they won or not. They were a part of the free play. I thought they would pull it out. I did think that Ole Miss would win one of the games in the series. Didn't think it was going to be Friday. So Texas is definitely live for Saturday because they are a very good team. But Georgia Tech, man, I think they're ranked 4th right now. I think after this weekend, if they're not number 1, it is literally only because they are in the ACC and the ranking experts kind of disrespect every conference that is not the SEC. It's kind of like football. But Georgia Tech, I think they should be number 1. They are absolutely electric. Their bats are amazing. Their 2 best hitters went like 1 for 9, and they still put up 9 runs. That is how good they are from top to bottom. We love them over here. Georgia Tech minus 130. Then we had Auburn and Florida. This was the play of the day. This one made me sweat way more than it should have. We turned 5,000 into 8,000 $583 there with that nice minus 141 payout. And then we had Arkansas. This is how it opened up. We took them minus 105. I loved them. Put 2,000 on it. 3,900 there on that ticket. We couldn't have been happier. And then we took them for even more with that plus money. Then we had UCF, who did, like I said, finish us out strong there, turning 1,000 into 1,900. Couldn't have been happier with their performance. They did make it very sweaty, but a lot of these games were sweaty on Friday for opening conference play. And then when the Twitter gods, Twitter heroes were all over Mississippi State, but we were already on Arkansas, we didn't get worried. We didn't stress out. We doubled down in a big way. I sent it out again to premium, and I said, guys, you got to just go with it here. Just trust me. And we cashed again, 5,000 into $11,000 on that play. So we capped it off. It was an absolutely beautiful Friday, and that's not even all, because we still have Oregon State and North Carolina who are both winning. And those games will be wrapping up very shortly. So as long as there's no craziness in the 9th inning, we'll have another winning slip to talk about on that one. So a great Friday. We didn't really play any player props in any sports that they were all free. So we didn't have any premium player props. So typically in premium, if you guys are interested, there's sports books that you can get. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But you're going to want to utilize them, especially if you're in a state like California or Texas where you can't get a sports book like DraftKings or anything like that. I wish actually that I could use my bookie, which is one of them, because they have great lines and a ton of different options there for college baseball for you guys. But don't think that you can't get into premium just because you can't get a sports book, because yes, you can. But like I was saying, typically premium during the week, we dominate player props. It's midweek in college baseball. It wasn't conference play either before. Now it is. So the midweeks will shake up a little bit where we'll have more money line plays and stuff like that. But typically during the week, it's player prop heavy. We do very well. That's why you see them on that slip as well, where we greened all of those out, and MLB is coming back, where we absolutely, I am the prop god in the MLB. Now, I know we didn't hit yesterday's free play in the WBC. Bobby Witt scored a run, I do believe, but he went 0 for, and we had him for 2.5. Every other one, we went 3 for 4 on that slip. It's the WBC. I'm doing my best here, but it's not a normal lineup. It's not normal situations. So I can't really dig too deep into what I normally do there in the MLB. Still a great strategy, still going to move forward with it. I just want you guys to be aware when we do these WBC plays on this channel that they are not as good as the MLB. We've had tremendous success. Last weekend, we hit 2 that put us up. So literally, we don't even have to hit another one all WBC long, and we'll still be profitable because we turned like $40 into $280, something like that, which is a huge payout for that on there. So we're going to hit another one before the WBC is over. I'm just letting you guys know we're already profitable, and the MLB, we're profitable like that just about every single week with these 4-mans. We absolutely love to build them out for you guys. So if you want to get a premium, get on over to Winible. I'm not going to do a whole thing here, but you'll get on over there. I drop promo codes all the time. Make sure you're taking advantage. Make sure you're signing up with all these apps that I'll show you later, where you'll get free money to lock in these slips and a free 30 or 60 days of premium. Plus, March Madness is around the corner. I have bracket challenges that I do where the winner gets $500. I'm limiting each bracket to just 20 people. They're filling up pretty fast, so make sure you're taking advantage, signing up, sending all of that proof to that number below. Let's get right into these plays, man. I don't want to waste any more of your time. I didn't do my spiel about sports betting. I want it to be a little bit earlier in the video than 9 minutes, so it'll be cut in somewhere weird. You've already seen it, but we're moving on. Let's talk about these player props in the NBA. I absolutely love them. There's a great matchup on Saturday that I want to highlight here, and let's talk about it. Now, one of the best matchups on the entire card for Saturday is the Denver Nuggets going in and playing the LA Lakers. I absolutely love this matchup. So the past 2 days with the free plays, so yesterday in the video, I gave you 3 props. We ended up locking in a different 3-man because one of them was free, yada, yada, yada. But it blew up pretty much again. So that's 2 days in a row where the video play blew up before it started because dudes got benched or, well, took the day off, because that's what happens in the NBA this time of year. I don't think that's going to happen in this game. It's a critical matchup. It should be a very high-volume matchup here, electric matchup. The under-over is 243.5. Now, you guys got to remember, if any of these do blow up, you can let me know in the comments, but I'm just going off of what the information I have at the time is. I'm doing this at midnight on Saturday. So by the time these games roll out, maybe dudes will decide to take the night off. I picked this game not only because the under-over total is the highest on the entire day of that 243.5, but I just think in this matchup, nobody's going to take a night off. So we got the Denver Nuggets. They're going into the LA Lakers. The Lakers are 2.5-point underdogs, plus 120 on the money line. I think this is going to be a tough back and forth game. And that's exactly why I like Luka Doncic in here. Really, you could go either way, right? You could go with Luka and pair him up with somebody on the Lakers, or you could go with Nikola Jokic and pair him up with somebody on the Denver Nuggets. I think both plays are just fine, and I absolutely like both of them. But for this, we're going to take Luka. I like him for over 31.5. I think he's going to have a great game in this matchup. Now, he's cleared this line in 4 of his last 10, but he does have great success against the Nuggets and just against good matchups. Now, back on March 5th, he did not go over this total. Denver was favored in that game as well. They won 120-113. So in the last one, he went red. The one before that, though, he did go 38. Just this time of year, I think they're going to pick up the pace. I think they're going to need their stars to shine, and Luka is an absolute dog. We're taking him for over 31.5 points here on Saturday. And next, we're pairing Luka up with LeBron James over 11.5 rebounds. Now, normally, we knock this down. Normally, we would take this at about 9.5 because Prizepicks allows us to, and it's a huge edge. Honestly, I love it right where it is, so we're going to let it go and play it where it lays. And I love him in this spot. I think he's going to get 13 to 14, if not more. Like I said, it's going to be a back-and-forth matchup. Again, you can play it safe with Luka too and bump his down, but I like these lines right where they are. I think both of them have a big game in this spot on Saturday. 8:30 time for the start of this game there on the Eastern Standard Time. I absolutely love the Lakers in this spot. I don't know if they win the game, but they are going to keep it incredibly competitive. LeBron James, even though he's older, still feeds the ball incredibly well, gets his rebounds as well. I think he could get about 7 and 7 apiece. As you can see, 8 and 5, 8 and 9. I do like him for about 8 to 9 assists, and then a little bit of sprinkle for us with those rebounds there. I do like him for about 13 to 14 in this matchup. So we're pairing him up with Luka. We absolutely love these two together on Saturday. We're taking LeBron James over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Now, before we go any further and continue to break down all these plays I have in store for you guys, you got to go down below. You got to visit my buddy Stan. This is probably the most important part of the video, to be honest with you guys, because it's the quickest and the most guaranteed way for you to build your bankroll. Why? Because all these apps are just handing out money. All you got to do is sign up at the link below, and you can get free dollars, free deposit matches, bonus free plays too, or not bonus free plays, but free squares that you can add to the play. It'll be something like LeBron James to score 1 point. That's absolutely free, and you can add it to the play, so it's a guaranteed extra cash out on that leg there. We love to do it. It's the greatest way to build your bankroll. Make sure you're taking advantage, and like I said earlier, every single sign up gets you 30 days. That's 6 different ways to get 30 days. Now, there's also 2 other ways where you can get over 60 days of premium, and all of these give you a free entry into that March Madness bracket. And if you want those free 60 days, you got to take advantage of MyBookie or Bovada. And honestly, guys, especially depending on what state you live in, these ones are going to be crucial for premium. Now, if you have a normal sports book, you're just fine, but I still highly recommend these ones because they both do different things. You also get bonuses when you join. So make sure you're going down below. The code on MyBookie is banana. Bovada, there's no code. Just use the links. My buddy Stan's got them all. If you want bonus free plays every day, cheat sheets that we're looking like we're about to sweep. I think we missed the NBA cheat sheet by just 1. But honestly, those are actually built there for you guys to add to parlays, just to think of them as more of a leans than anything else, where you can add them to parlays or do whatever you want with them. But we have tremendous success with those as well. There's bonus free plays, like I said. There's a free Discord. It's a great community. There's also access to the premium there. So make sure you're going to that big, beautiful golden W, taking advantage, getting all of the free shit that you want to get. And on top of that, if you want to further your sports betting career and knowledge, get on into premium. You saw what we do. We have cheap packages. So take advantage so that you can win more. You saw what we did on Friday. That is just about every single weekend in college baseball. We are goated in the UFC. MLB's around the corner. It's the most exciting time to be alive. I know a lot of you guys love the NFL, and I do too. It's one of my favorite sports. It's one of our most electric. We have great success in the NFL, but baseball holds a special place in my heart because we make so much damn money every single baseball season. So get over to that big, beautiful golden W and make sure you're taking advantage of everything we have to offer. Now let's get back to the plays. Now here is the 4-man we have for Saturday in its entirety. Now it's really a 3-man because that Jalen Johnson's a free square. They don't play till Monday, but you can add it in. I just wanted to point it out to you guys because Prizepicks is giving you guys a free square when you sign up with code FFAPE. You bet 5 to get 50. But Bam Adebayo, 29.5 points and rebounds. They're going up against the Orlando Magic. We know that Bam just went off. Do I think he's going to get 92 points and rebounds with 83 points once again? Absolutely not. But I do like him to get a ton of rebounds and still score about 23 to 24 points. I think he's going to get probably about 9 to 10 rebounds in this one. Like him for roughly 33 to 36 points and rebounds. So I love this spot for him, especially with all the injuries on the Heat right now. We like Bam Adebayo to get it done for us on Saturday. Then we're pairing him up, like I said, with LeBron and Luka. You can move them up or down. I wouldn't move them up. LeBron James, you can move down to 9.5, make it a little bit safer there. And then Luka Doncic with that 31.5. You could take him for 29.5 if you wanted to. But I absolutely love this play, the way it's built. So we're going to lock that one in. And then in the World Baseball Classic, we went 3 for 4. So think of this one as like a little treat here. We got the Japan game, should be absolutely electric, versus Venezuela. Saya Suzuki for just 1 hit, run, or RBI. And then we think Ohtani's going to have a nice game here in this spot. So we're taking him for 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And then Italy versus Puerto Rico. Do I think that the Italian magic keeps happening? I don't know, but I sure freaking hope so. I like Puerto Rico, though, but Italy, they've been special to watch so far this World Baseball Classic. It's kind of a team that nobody thought would make it this far. Nobody thought they'd beat USA. Nobody thought they'd beat Mexico, but here they are, and we love them. So Vinny Paz, he just had, 3 home runs against Mexico. I like him to get a couple hits here, maybe knock in some runs, maybe even score one. So we like him for over 1.5. And then we got Jacob Marcy, the typical leadoff batter in this lineup there. So Vinny Paz bats typically 3rd or 4th, and then Jacob Marcy is the leadoff guy. So it's a great correlated pairing, and we're slamming them together. $20 to win, $130 there. Well, hopefully we have more success here on Saturday. I don't think we're going to get hooked like we did with Bobby Witt. And you can lock in all these player props. You play 5, you get 50, you get all free 30 days of premium. And on top of that, you also get that entry into the March Madness bracket. Code FFAPE. Go sign up. There's also all those other options. But if you're going to knock down the rebounds and assists, you're going to want to use Chalkboard. Now, these sports books, I recommend MyBookie. Couldn't recommend it enough. It's a great, great, great sports book for you guys. And it's legal in all of those states. So a ton of states. It's what, like 43 states, 44 states, 45 states. You do the math, but they're legal in all of those green states, and you get those bonuses. And there's also ONYX odds, which I have to recommend because with code FFAPE, you get a free 15. Then when you deposit only $10, you get $100 in bonus bets. That's $125 you have to play with, and you only came out of pocket $10. All of these get you a free 30 days and that March Madness bracket entry. MyBookie gets you a free 60 days. And now here's the play. I feel like this one is absolutely free. If this doesn't cash, I don't know what I'm going to do. But we got Japan, who's probably going to win the whole goddamn thing for the WBC tournament here. They are an absolute juggernaut. Now, my favorite game in this whole tournament is going to be on Sunday. That Dominican Republic team is super fun to watch. I'm American, so I will be rooting for the USA, but that Dominican Republic team is absolutely stacked. I mean, Junior Caminero bats like 6th or 7th in that lineup. They are stacked. Should be a great game to watch on Sunday. But for Japan here on Saturday, I think it's going to be pretty much smooth sailing here. I like them in this one against Venezuela. And then we got Georgia Tech. We got to back our guys once again. They've been so good to us. I don't think they're going to fail. At first in this series, I thought Clemson was going to win a game. Now, if they could win a game, it would be Sunday. But I thought they would have won a game already. And Georgia Tech, I knew they were the #1 team in the country, but they're looking even better than I thought. So we're taking them right there on the money line. Their bats are just too much for, I think, any team in college baseball, especially right now because they are absolutely on fire. They scored 9 runs. 9 runs when their best 2 hitters didn't do anything all game. They are great from top to bottom, so we're backing them here on Sunday. Plus money, 154. So I said earlier that you would win $100 just for liking the video. You're actually going to win $154. That's the profits on this play. $154 for 100 likes on this video. So hammer that like button. And I almost forgot. I usually like to do this in the middle, but hopefully you guys are all still here. We're not going to do a code word today because I said 3 for each code word. I gave out 2 code words yesterday. It was supposed to be only 6 people. I gave it to anybody that texted me. So all like 25 of you that texted me, you all got a free week. I was feeling generous. I knew Friday would be absolutely electric. I wanted you guys to profit on Friday. So congratulations for watching the whole video and finding the keywords in yesterday's video. But since we didn't win the free play, I will be giving away a free week of premium to one of you that commented yesterday. Now we got it loaded up here and we are going to go ahead and pick the winner of the free week. And we had 31 comments yesterday. You guys are absolutely amazing. Keep on commenting. If they haven't caught on, don't tell them. I think you're talking about the college baseball lines there. So we ain't going to tell nobody. Or no, you're talking about pairing up hits, runs, and RBIs. We ain't telling nobody. But I don't, if they haven't figured it out yet, I don't think they ever will. But SDW, hit my line down below, and I'll be sending you a code for a free week of premium. That's all I got for you guys. Let's have a great Saturday. Hope you cash all your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. But I know if you got them from me, you have a lot more on your side to green them out. So thank you guys. Get on over to Winible, and I'll see you in the next free play video for Sunday.